In my last video, I mentioned that it was time to clean up my hone stone, and if you can see here, you can see it's developed a little bit of a dish in the middle, plus this kind of shiny spots around the edge is where there's metallic particles that are embedded into this stone. This is a two-sided stone, and you're looking at the hard side, and this is the softer side, and it's in perfect shape because I really don't use it that much. I use the hard side more. So there's a lot on YouTube about cleaning up stones, and I even have seen where some guys advocate surface grinding their stones, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that just seems dumb, because basically what you're trying to do is expose sharp particles, and surface grinding to me seems like it would kind of blunt the stone off and force the particles deeper into the pores. So I'll show you how I do it. It's always worked for me. I've done it for years and years, and it's a very quick method, and so we'll give it a shot. So the first thing you have to do is have a somewhat flat plate. This plate here is been beat on, pounded on. At once upon a time it was hatchet ground, and it probably is not super flat, but it's close enough for doing a stone. A stone doesn't have to be perfectly flat. I don't care what anybody says. So you need a flat plate. You need an old grinding wheel. I don't have, normally I would use an old surface grinding wheel, broken surface grinding wheel. I don't have one, but I've got this one that came off a bench grinder, and I keep it around just for this purpose. So then you need some oil, and you just need some oil that's wet and slippery. It doesn't have to be anything special. When I was in the shop, I would go over to the Sun and Hone, and I would just borrow some oil out of that. It was honing oil, but I'm going to try it with this WD-40. Maybe I'll need something a little bit thicker, but we'll try it with this. So here we go. Here's all it amounts to. So we'll take this stone and we'll get some grip. Okay, there's our grip, and this plate has holes in it, so I've plugged them up with some paper towel so that I don't fill these holes full of grit, make a mess. So you need some grit. Now, I saw an idea the other day, and I thought it was a great idea. It makes a lot of sense. For the grit is, you go to a surface grinding machine and you just sweep the grit off the machine, you know, that's left when you dress a wheel, and you take that grit and sprinkle it around. But anyway, this is what we're using here. This is what I used to do. So now we have to get this grit a little bit wet, a little bit of, and this is all we do. This is cleaning it and flattening it all at once. So, and there you have it. A real flat, clean, sharp stone. And that's about all it takes, and that's plenty good enough for anything you do. And I've done everything from big automotive dies to small precision aircraft work. So give it a try. Nothing to it. And that's about how long it takes. You saw it in real time. All right, let's go back to work.